His word was worth millions, not a signature, not a contract. His handshake. Jake Simmons Jr. wasn't born into wealth. He was born into something rarer, a legacy of defiance. His great-grandfather, Cow Tom, was enslaved by a Creek Indian. But Cow Tom didn't stay enslaved. He became the first black chief of the Creek Nation. That blood ran through Jake's veins. By 1901, when Jake was born in Indian Territory, what would become Oklahoma, his father had already built a cattle empire. But Jake saw something his father didn't. He saw oil. And he saw an opportunity to become the most powerful black businessman in American history. In the 1920s, according to Jonathan Greenberg's extensively documented biography Staking a Claim, Jake Simmons Jr. started brokering oil leases in Oklahoma. Conservative white oil magnates like Frank Phillips, founder of Phillips Petroleum, and William Skelly, they didn't shake most black hands. They wouldn't even look at most black businessmen. But they looked at Jake. Because Jake understood something. Respect isn't given, it's earned. And he earned it. By the mid-1930s, according to the Encyclopedia of Oklahoma History, he was moving millions of dollars between oil companies and landowners. Oil barons trusted him with their fortunes. Why? Because according to his own son's recollection documented in Greenberg's research, Jake Simmons never signed a single contract. Just his handshake. His word was unbreakable. While the Great Depression crushed most of America, Jake Simmons was selling Oklahoma farmland to freed black Texans escaping Jim Crow. He was teaching them how to make money in oil. He was creating wealth in a community designed to stay poor. Then in the 1960s, he did something that seemed impossible. He walked into Africa, not as a colonial invader, not as an American demanding access. He walked in as a negotiator. Phillips Petroleum needed him. Signal Oil and Gas needed him. According to the National Petroleum Council records, these American oil giants had explored Africa and retreated. They were afraid of the governments, afraid of the deals, afraid of the complexity. Jake Simmons Jr. wasn't afraid. He opened Liberia. He opened Nigeria. He opened Ghana. According to documented records, he secured one of the largest mineral concessions ever granted to a single person in the history of African petroleum. American oil companies that wouldn't let him eat in their cafeterias. They needed him to negotiate with African nations. In 1969, the National Petroleum Council appointed him, first black member in its entire history, not as a symbolic gesture, as a working member, because they needed him. Here's the part that matters. Jake Simmons Jr. died in 1981, but the royalty checks? They never stopped. According to his family's business records, his descendants still receive payments from deals he negotiated 50 years ago. His son Jake III went on to become an undersecretary of the U.S. Interior Department. His other son Donald took over Simmons Royalty Company. His descendants are still collecting on the empire their grandfather built with nothing but intelligence, ambition, and a handshake. He was also a crusader for civil rights. In 1938, Jake Simmons filed one of the first school desegregation cases that went to the Supreme Court. As president of the Oklahoma NAACP, his opinion influenced 10,000 voters. Politicians across the South courted his support. He told his sons something that shaped American history. How the hell can a black man stay in bed in the morning when white men rule the world? He didn't stay in bed. He built an empire. This Black History Month, we celebrate Jake Simmons Jr., the man who proved that genius doesn't need permission, intelligence doesn't recognize color, and legacy compounds across generations. Drop a comment. Did you know his name before today? Because that's the real conversation we need to have. Are we telling our children about the billionaires who built America invisibly? Or are we letting history erase them? Like this. Share this. Follow for the untold stories of black excellence that changed the world.